Happy belated New Year's, everyone.
Hey, Jen and I are here today on behalf of Dustin and Shelley to thank you for your patience while we prepare to announce some exciting news we have for our practice in 2025, as was hinted in my post-US election and holiday greeting emails. We have four areas that we have been working on over the last quarter of 2024 to offer solutions and enhance our client experience. They are, first, protection of your capital. The utmost priority with our clients is the protection of your capital and the growth profit that has been realized since we started working together. Second, transitioning to a different model of safely investing your money that is not 100% tied to the emotions of the public markets and includes the much larger and more diversified private market securities. These total more than 6 times the number of large cap, well-known public corporations. Third, reducing administration. The amount of daily and weekly hours we spend on non-productive activities of administering and following up on compliance and regulatory tasks. These are ultimately the responsibility of the investment dealers, for example, WorldSource, as mandated through the federal regulators. This move will allow us to cut back on the hours of portfolio construction and rebalancing work we have provided for so many years.
And finally, the best part will be extending Drew's career while working with a firm that is more aligned with our entrepreneurial practice.
Today, we are very excited to announce that as of March 1st, we will be transferring our practice from WorldSource Financial to a private wealth company called Optimize Wealth Management, a Canadian firm that not only offers both dealer services and portfolio management, they also provide a compliance manager who deals directly with the regulatory issues and takes those mundane tasks off our plate. Jennifer, Dustin, and myself will still quarterback decisions when choosing your portfolios in each of your plans. By that, I mean your RSP, RIFs, TFSAs, RESPs, RDSPs, etc. And your choices will be more focused and less volatile than your current mutual fund portfolios that are tied to the public markets, exposed to the daily grind of volatility. This is especially important as we enter a new world of US protectionism, tariffs, and immigration policies that could certainly cause a disruption in global securities. I also want to publicly welcome my wife Shelley to our team in a more visible manner than in the past. Shelley has always been active behind the scenes at Colwood Shores, but with her appointment as VP of Practice Management, she will be much more visible at the client level as she works with our team to manage the transition process with Optimize.
Drew, what does this mean for our clients? What do they need to know? For instance, who is Optimize Wealth Management?
Optimize are a private wealth management pension-style firm with their head office in Toronto. As former advisors, they want to provide better oversight and capital protection for their clients' assets. In 2009, they opened Optimize Wealth Management, primarily operating as an exempt market investment dealer, servicing high net worth clients and advisors with investable assets over 25 million and pension plans in both the private and public equity and fixed income markets. As an exempt dealer, they can utilize securities like private companies, banks, and money markets, as well as other sectors like real estate, infrastructure, and pension plans that non-exempt retail dealers like WorldSource cannot access. They also receive higher oversight from the Ontario Securities Commission on top of the Canadian regulatory body, CIRO, and are held to a higher standard of fiduciary responsibilities that are not required of non-exempt dealers. The result? Less volatility and better performance.
How are they different from WorldSource?
Optimize are pension-style portfolio managers, and they offer a suite of 5 portfolios based on each client's suitability. These are comprised of 7 individual funds, 5 public and 2 private, across the equity, fixed income, and cash sectors. Each of these portfolios offer the same makeup of the 7 funds with different weightings based on client suitability. Also, each portfolio holds the same 60% public, 40% private securities allocation mix to match the suitability of each client. The portfolio manager assigned to Colwood Shores is responsible for rebalancing each account on a quarterly basis. This takes the need to review client portfolios out of the advisor's responsibility, giving us more time to focus on your goals and planning strategies. The real advantage of this type of pension-style portfolio management is the lower risk, higher performance for the client, reducing the emotional roller coaster ride of the retail public markets on a daily basis.
How secure are the client's investments, Drew?
Optimize is actually the wealth manager of your assets. Your money is actually held with their custodian, Canada's sixth largest chartered bank, National Bank. Optimized portfolio managers manage the assets. They manage $9 billion, made up of $2 billion in pension plans and $7 billion in client-held assets. National Bank holds over $300 billion in assets with over 1 million investment clients.
What is involved in transitioning to Optimize?
Well, most of the work is done by our team with the help of our onboarding and portfolio managers at Optimize. The key thing for clients to understand is we will no longer use the same mutual funds we have in our past, and you will now be holding one of the 5 Optimize portfolios. To this end, your existing accounts will be liquidated to cash upon transfer from WorldSource to Optimize. If you hold non-registered funds in your current portfolio, you will have already met with us to discuss the process of transferring those funds and understanding your capital gains. Everyone with registered accounts, again, your RSPs, RIFs, TFSAs, RESP, RDSP, will be signing a familiar T2033 registered transfer form, as you did from your other financial firms over to WorldSource in the past. In February, we'll be sending you an email to get your signed letter of consent to share your data from WorldSource to open your Optimize accounts. We'll also require a copy of the front of your ID, either your driver's license, passport, or provincial ID, to open your accounts. It would also help to have a current void check if your banking has changed recently.
When will clients' accounts transfer to Optimize?
We will schedule a half-hour appointment in the first few weeks of March, most likely by phone or Zoom, with RPM and your advisor team, Drew, Jennifer, and/or Dustin, to discuss your suitability and gather some regulatory details in order to assign your chosen portfolio in each account. The transfers will then be triggered and should take 2 to 4 weeks to complete.
What are the client benefits, Drew?
They are many. First of all, the fee structure, lower and more transparent fee structure. Currently, the average management fee of your existing mutual funds are around 2.5%, embedded in the funds and highlighted on your Q4 annual statement. The optimized fee for all portfolios is 2.15%. 0.7% is embedded in the portfolio, and an account fee of 1.45% is charged monthly to your account, taken from the fund. For non-registered accounts, this fee is actually tax deductible. Portfolio Manager Performance Incentive Fee. This fee is charged by wealth management firms as incentives to outperform the benchmark. This is a good thing. The portfolio manager will explain this in more detail, but the condensed version is if your portfolio performance goes over a certain benchmark, the portfolio manager receives a bonus at 20% of the extended performance, and the client gets the other 80%, thereby increasing your overall performance returns. The higher the fee, the more you have profited. WorldSource charges an annual fee to register with CRA. Optimize does not charge these fees. WorldSource also charges a partial redemption fee for a RSP redemption, not the case at Optimize. And then there's the downside protection and upside performance. Premium risk-adjusted investment return with lower downside and upside performance. All 5 portfolios have outperformed the benchmark almost every year and over each time period since inception. There's also online digital accounts. No more paper statements or waiting for the end of a quarter and the mail. All accounts are opened and transfer forms sent by DocuSign. Added value benefits includes the optimized multifamily services. I'm going to let Jennifer explain those.
1, we'll have complimentary tax preparation for the entire family. 2, complimentary will, power of attorney prepared for legal signatures. Thirdly, complimentary financial retirement tax planning reports. 4, life, disability, critical illness insurance. And 5, mortgage broker services.
There are also regular client communications like market commentaries, account updates, and financial planning tips.
What do clients need to know about redemptions, Drew?
The redemption process is slightly different. Currently at WorldSource, when you need to access some money, we make the redemption before 1 p.m. and the fund is sold at the end of the day. There is a 2-day settlement, and then the deposit is made to your bank account on day 3. At Optimize, we need to know by a Thursday any week you need cash. We make the redemption on Friday, and the money is in your bank account by the following Friday, so a few days longer. Note, if we miss the Friday cutoff, the next one is the following Friday, so it may be 2 weeks for the money to land in your bank account. As a precaution, we have been encouraged to hold some cash in a money market fund that has quicker liquidity. WorldSource charges $175 per plan to close out your accounts, as does every institution. Although this is a cost to move, we hope that you feel the profit we have created in your portfolio, the value you get from our services over the years, and the other optimized benefits will offset this one-time fee. Your other option is to stay at WorldSource, and they will then assign a new advisor to your account. So here are our projected milestones. Jen, why don't you elaborate?
Well, shortly you will receive an email through DocuSign with a letter of consent form, so we can share your personal information with Optimize and set up your new accounts. We require you to email us the front side copy of your ID as soon as you can.
So we'll be in touch in February to arrange an appointment between March 3rd and March 14th. Clients will have a half-hour phone or Zoom call with the optimized portfolio manager and your Colwood Shores advisor. This will include choosing the appropriate portfolio in each of your plans depending on your suitability and asking some regulatory questions. March 17th through 31st, clients' assets will electronically transfer from WorldSource to Optimize. In April through June, we'll hold client meetings to meet with your Colwood Shores advisor to review the transition process, answer any questions, and discuss benefits of the multifamily services such as tax prep, will, power of attorney, and insurance needs. Please contact us if you have any questions. Thank you for your time. We'll be in touch soon.
Thank you.
Bye for now. Third, reducing our administration. The amount of daily and weekly hours, we spend on non-productive stuff there.
And finally, the best part will be extending Drew's career while working with a firm that is more aligned with our Drew, what does this mean for our clients? For instance, who is wealth management?
Oh! The next step is the projected milestones. Jennifer?
Shortly, you will receive an email through DocuSign with a letter of consent form, so we can share with your personal information, Optimize, and set